So in this video, basically I saw my wife wearing a dress that she hasn't worn in a long time, and I go, babe, that would look perfect in a new backdrop that I actually have, so might as well shoot, and that's what you're gonna be seeing today. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and would want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, then this channel is for you. So you might want to consider subscribing, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. So welcome again to my small home studio. And as I said, I have a new backdrop here that I'm very excited to shoot. But for you guys who are actually new to the channel, this shooting space, as I said in previous videos, is basically just about 2 meters wide and 3.5 meters deep. Now, the light that I will be using today is this one. This is my Sony f60RM. This is a battery-operated speed light, and it is mounted to this modifier using the Photic Cerberus. This is basically a flash mount with a Bowens. This is a flash holder with a Bowens mount, and the modifier that I will be using is my Photix 24 by 36 softbox, which I will be putting somewhere here. Okay, so now this is the reason why I am doing the shoot, because I love this backdrop. I just got it recently. It's a 5 foot by 7 foot hand-painted canvas backdrop from Kate Backdrop, and it's my first blue backdrop. And when I saw my wife wearing a really nice white dress, I go, this would be perfect with this blue backdrop because of the contrast of the white and blue. She's really going to be standing out. So now let's go to the camera that I will be using for today's shoot. So the camera that I'm using is my Sony a7R Mark IV with a 50mm 1.4 lens. Now the reason why I chose a 50mm is because I want to do a nice half-body portrait, and the 50mm is perfect for that, especially in a space like this. Now I also want to shoot at 1.4 today because I want a bit of background blur or bokeh from my subject. Okay? Now I am also controlling my flash remotely using this one. This is the Sony WRC1M remote commander. The nice thing about this Sony WRC1M remote commander is when I actually have it on top of my camera, I can actually control this flash using the in-menu system here in my Sony camera. Now, everything that you're actually seeing is being recorded live using this one, the Atomos Ninja V. In other words, it's connected via HDMI to my camera, which then allows me to record everything, including all the settings. Now, the nice thing about that also is everything that you're actually seeing is straight out of camera. Absolutely no editing has been done unless stated otherwise. But normally, I actually put the edited photos at the very end of the video. Now, lastly, my entire camera is held into place using this one. This is my Peak Design carbon fiber tripod. I actually purchased this tripod for travel and for outdoor shoots because I don't want to be lugging around the heavier tripods. But then when I started using it, I was like, it's so stable, it's so light, it takes up so little space. It's actually perfect for my small home studio. So that's why I've been using this one more frequently now. Okay? So the settings of my camera right now is 1/250 f1.4 ISO 100. Now the reason why it's like that is because I wanted to bring in a bit of ambient light. My ambient light is actually coming from my Nanlite FS150 and a 120 cm parabolic lantern or 120 cm lantern octabox, which is giving us beautiful soft light. But I actually want this light only to be my fill light, and this one will be my main light. In order for me to show that, I think it's time for me to call in my wife, Coco, who will be our model for today. Okay, babe, come on in. Hi, babe. Of course, you look beautiful, and this is the dress that I wanted to shoot her in to basically make her pop from this blue background that we just got. Okay, so let me turn off my WRC1M, and the moment that I do that, you guys will see that automatically it will turn off live view. So this is the actual exposure. So at 1/250 f1.4 ISO 100, I am basically getting a nice fill light on Coco's side here coming from this light, and we are about 1 stop and 2/3 underexposed. So I'll turn on my flash now, and the moment I turn on my flash, it basically removes live view so that I can easily shoot Coco. Now my flash is actually set on group A. It is now set at 1/16th power. Okay? So one last thing, my white balance. My white balance, as I said earlier, this is 5600 Kelvin, this is 5600 Kelvin. So basically I can actually match the color temperature of my flash and my continuous lights. That's why I'm able to seamlessly bring in my ambient light and my flash in this particular shoot. Now I'm also in AFC mode because basically the Sony cameras come with fantastic IAF. So all I have to do is half click my shutter. As you can see now, it's automatically gonna focus on Coco's eyes. All right? Okay, babe, let's do some shoots. Can you move slightly to your right? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Lovely. Love it. Love it. I love how the white dress is really standing out from this blue background, you know? That is it. That's how simple it was. Basically, these are just test shots because we wanted to see how this backdrop will actually translate in camera. And since Coco was already made up from a previous shoot, we said, might as well just do one more layout and see how this one will turn out. And for me, it looks fantastic. I think we could do more with this backdrop. But basically, this is a very, very simple light setup that everybody can just do at home. I have here again my Sony f60RM mounted on the Photic Cerberus, which held onto this 24x36 softbox from Photic. That served as my main light, and I had my FS150 here with the with the Lantern 120 softbox from Nanlite 2, giving me that nice fill light. I can actually bring in more ambient light if I want, just by adjusting my shutter speed. Let's take one last shot, babe. And look what will happen. See, the problem with that one, if I bring in too much ambient light, is that the image becomes flat. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay? Till the next video.